like an hour long.
Jackson, I have to do the work. I'll give you
Yeah, she was looking.
Marcelino, hold on. I got a page that I need to know that stuff. I had 19 out of 29.
No.
Better than expected.
That's pretty good.
We're studying for about 15 minutes.
That's good.
Knowing nothing.
All right, here, folks. Plan for today. 10.4. Then I think we have Monday and Wednesday next week. We'll probably do just stretch the review. I think the Wednesday class will probably be short rather than try to cram the test in. So we'll take the test on Tuesday of the week after. Monday, I don't know, whatever the next class is the week after Irish Week. So we'll do the review those 2 days, or maybe start the next chapter or something. We'll try to cram the test in on that day. Everybody cool with the plan? All right. So again, today would have been due the 10.2 and 10.3. I'll be looking to finalize checking in here at some point after we're done talking about 10.4. And I release you guys to work on the 10.4 stuff. I'll be checking for the 10.2 and 10.3 things. Everybody cool?
When was 10.3 due?
Today. 10.2 and 10.3 are due
It doesn't
today.
have a due date on it.
I think
You gotta look at my Notre Dame. Part of the reason why
Yeah. Oh, like.
part of the reason why I'm saying it right now is to remind you guys that, like, oh shoot, I forgot to do something. You have a minute to scramble and
I'm gonna scramble.
finish something up. Right? Yeah.
Oh, we know.
You're an expert scrambler. You're basically an actor.
Just took pictures of it.
All right. So the 10.4. What we're doing now is talking about our all right. So in chapter 9, we talked about recording payments that you're making as a merchandising business, right? Things that you're paying to other people, how you're handling the accounting of that. In chapter 10, we're looking at the other end, how we're recording the money coming in to your merchandising business. We've talked about how to handle payments to accounts, right, from our vendors or whatever. Here we're looking at like general cash, like cash receipts from like general sales, right? You have a cash register till, and how to kind of track that information. Now, in the previous section, we talked about like looking at those credit card sales and cash in totality. Now we're going to be looking at it like at the transaction, at the transactional level, right? When you record on your cash register, every transaction is being recorded, and receipts are being generated. What we're going to be talking about is kind of recording that information, I think. So, from our cash receipts journal, we can transfer those transactions to the customer ledger for these individual accounts. So here we have a transaction on the 15th to Lake Automotive. That needs to be that credit from Lake Automotive needs to be transferred down into their ledger. So again, date, post reference, that'll be the cash receipt journal. So that on page 11, so we use CR for cash receipt. We transfer the credit in, we total up our new account balance, so some of the debit is canceled that's in there, and then we take our customer number as our post reference. So our normal cycle, right? So for this cash receipts journal to total, prove, and rule, we're going to add down our columns. And then we're going to note that our accounts receivable credit, the total credit there matches the total accounts receivable credit here that we've totaled. Our sales credit matches the sales credit that we've totaled. Sales tax payable credit, that matches that. If I add those down, I get the total amount of credits. If I look at our two debits, our sales tax debit and our cash debit, if I add those down, the debits equal credits. That's me totaling, adding everything up, proving, making sure that they match, and then double ruling to say, okay, they match, we're done. I looked for mistakes and I did find it. Everything is accounted for. Does that feel okay? So, proving cash at the end of the month. So you want to start with whatever you had the cash on hand at the end of the month. That's the November 1st, or that's the first of the month balance from our general ledger cash account. And then you'll have the cash received during the month. So that's the cash debit column total from the cash receipts journal. You add those two up. You take away then the cash paid during the month. That's the cash credit column total from the cash payments journal. And that should equal the cash balance on hand at the end of the month, which should match the balance on your checkbook stub for the last check that you wrote. Is everybody okay with that? So again, that's just making sure that everything is accounted for. Okay, let's look at taking this now from, so we've totaled our cash receipts journal. Let's talk about where we can transfer those totals to into our general ledger. So there's two places that we'll transfer these numbers to. So we have the accounts receivable and the sales subledgers. So again, date comes in. Page number from the journal is our post reference. The accounts receivable credit goes into the accounts receivable ledger. And the sales credit goes into the sales ledger. We update the account balances, and then we add in our post references in parentheses below those two. So our accounts receivable and sales credit gets posted to the accounts receivable journal or ledger and the sales ledger. Everybody's okay there? Now we also have a sales tax payable credit. So that's going to get transferred into our sales tax ledger. Everything updates the same way. We also have the sales discount debit. So that'll go into our sales discount ledger. And everything gets updated the same way. Pretty okay? And then our last one, we have a cash debit. That'll get updated into our cash ledger. And everything updates afterwards the same way. Does everybody feel okay about what we've done? So after totaling and ruling and proving, we post these totals to our ledger, to our general ledger, in the appropriate subledger based on the title, right? Accounts receivable, sales, sales tax payable, discount, cash. Very straightforward in terms of the naming, right? So this is, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Oh, this is just an example of a completed accounts receivable ledger. So these are different customers whose transactions we've transferred in from the cash receipts journal. So, we say that a little bit of vocab here, a listing of customer accounts, account balances, and total amount due from all customers is called a schedule of accounts receivable. Some businesses call this the accounts receivable trial balance. So if we go back and we look, basically it's the standing of these customer accounts from those ledgers that we were just looking at a moment ago. So like, if I look Belk and Jensen, we've listed $1,752.18. If I look at Belk and Jensen, that's the current balance on their account. So basically, we're just summarizing what our customers, where our customers are at. Okay, or what they're, what they bought or whatever, how much they bought or whatever. Is everybody okay?
Circular ice chuck. It's a lot of work for us out there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So from which column of the cash receipts journal are amounts posted individually to the accounts receivable ledger? That was the first thing we looked at, right? Go back to here. What column are we posting from? Accounts receivable credits. What is the other name for the schedule of accounts receivable? It's like that trial balance or something related to trial balance. We just talked about it. Accounts receivable trial balance. You okay? I think that was it for the 10.4 notes. Let's pull up our Cengage and we can run through the 10.4 work together. Now, in all honesty, for my, just me speaking honestly, I hadn't had a chance to go through this yet before, so we're doing this in real time. So if I make a mistake, just a little bit of grace and do the best I can. It's a very busy community time. I planned on taking a look at it. I'm like, I have a lot of visitors. That's great. I love seeing people, but. All right. So what this says is we want to post the transactions on the cash receipts journal to the accounts receivable ledger. If there's no value to be entered, leave it blank. If the post reference gets a V, you type the V. Okay. So these are our ledgers here. I don't care about those right yet. What I care about is my cash receipts journal. So it looks like I have 3 transactions to record. one to Lenny Stanford, one to Venice Cafe, one to Washington City Schools. So I'll open up the Lenny Stanford ledger. That occurs on September 3rd. Oops, not second, 3rd. I'm using cash receipts journal page 9, so we'll call that CR9. Lenny Stanford has an accounts receivable credit of 218936. And then if I update that debit with the credit, I have to subtract the two numbers, and I'm not about to mental math that. $3,885.36 minus 2189.30. Oh, that wouldn't have been too bad. The 36 is loud. So 1696. And then my last step is to complete the post reference in my journal with the customer number, in this case 110. And let's check. Make sure I did that correct. Oh, great. Everything looks good. Everybody so far so good? This V here, I think I just get a post reference of V because it's not I'm not recording that to anybody's individual ledger. So I think I just call that a V. Let's check that. Okay, great. Then we have Venice Cafe. We'll do that one next. The Venice Cafe transaction occurs on September 8th. We're coming from cash receipt journal page number 9, so CR9. My accounts receivable credit was $390.34. And then to update my debit with that credit, I have to subtract the two numbers. 310394 minus 390.34. So 2713.60. And then my last step then is to complete my cycle. This is customer number 120. And we can check. Everything looks good. Continuing on. I have another V here, so that's going to get a V. And then my last transaction is with Washington City Schools. That occurs on the 28th. We're posting from cash receipt journal page 9. We have a credit of $1509.45. And then when we update 4038.45. Oh, what am I doing? I don't have that's not my calculator. There you are. I have all these technologies just floating around in here. $25.29. And then I complete my cycle by posting my customer number as my post reference. Any questions on moving the transactions into the ledger? Should be fairly easy. Oh, cancel, retry. So grade this step. Let's move on to the next piece. Total improve the journal. So how many days are there in September? 30. As long as you guys are shy, that's a Google question to me. So we have our totals then. Oops. Now I need to add down keep in mind, here it says, if the totals column equals 0, you must enter 0 instead of leaving it blank. So 0, 0, and we got to add those down. 2189.36 plus 390.34 plus 1509.45. 4089.15.
But I need 10 more.
Starting at your or starting at you wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
So 1095075.
Not you, Marcelino. That isn't a thing that's called just
Oh yeah, Cameron.
James. You're going to a concentration.
Cameron, stop saying that. Cameron, on God, that's not funny at all.
Insane.
When you say that, that's just not. Yeah, that's like a billion that views. That's a turtle suffering. Straight down. Straight down.
You're gonna have some crazy
Longer finish 10 4 Well, about to be. Stop, I'm not. Stop. Finish this and I'll do that. It'll take me 5 minutes to do 10 Not actually 5 minutes. Let's wait for the
Ah! Dang it. What did I type in wrong?
I'm real fast on
My ears high.
So,
Language.
Literally?
I forgot
You want to think.
the 38253, it looks like.
Uh-oh. Is that 5160, Dr. Cool?
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with grammar?
Jake tested on order.
No! Cameron, stop, bro. This is how you get the
That's some bullshit.
15607.
Is that not good? You'd be in trouble. I know.
There we
I'm not
go.
gonna do that.
Just missed a number.
0.14.
If I wasn't on probation.
Probation.
You don't know. The Gianna incident. Oh, yeah, no, I remember.
Okay. So just totaled all the columns down, right? Everybody's okay? Yeah. So now we have to fill out our proof.
Where they're supposed to.
So general debit
This is just plugging shot.
is 0.
Yeah, Mr. That's what I'm saying.
Sales discount debit. That's 5160. And then our cash debit, that's 1560704.
6-7.
Stop.
That was 607. It's not even 67, guys. And then our credit totals, our general credit is 0. Accounts receivable credit,
Joe, shut up.
sales credit,
How do you think these will be?
Oh, now you gotta start adding.
and then sales tax payable credit. That was this one.
Hey, Joe.
4. And now we add the two columns down, and we should ideally get the exact same value.
I got it wrong.
So that's 15,658, 15,658. 58.04. If I add these three down, I should get the same value.
Whoa.
Bang.
I don't.
And I did. That's wonderful.
Alright, guys, hold on. There's just water here. I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh my gosh.
It's 15.658.64.
Tyler, what you gonna do?
Oh, thank you.
Please, some people are trying to understand.
No, cancel. No, cancel.
Gavin's on a rampage.
It goes.
You started.
There we go. Questions so far? This feel okay?
Yes.
Okay.
The second part doesn't feel okay. I don't feel it.
What's up? Are you saying something?
There's like a third part on that page.
Oh, there's another part on that page?
Yeah, below. Cash proof.
Oh my gosh, okay.
They trick you. They get you sometimes.
They sure did.
They always trick you.
I already submitted it, so I can't go back,
No, I got it.
right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, we do the whole thing.
What? You can't be trash?
I don't think I do. I think I can do this.
Is it the submit thing? Yes, I do.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just gonna be you climbing but really big, like King Kong.
Let's do this real quick and see.
Oh, you have to,
I got it.
All right. All right. So now the cash proof. So it says September 1 balance of general ledger cash account. Let's see, where is that? Cash receipts. Oh, told me in the directions. So September 1 balance on the cash account was $11,486.16. Come on, Mr. Kulik, read the question. Those words sometimes have good information in there. Plus the total cash received during the month. That's the debit column of the debit column total from the cash receipts journal. So my cash debit column, 15,607.04.
Mr. Cool,
Yes.
is 10 2 and 10 3 due tonight?
Today in class.
wait, 11.
I kind of want to learn
How did you get that 11 number?
It in the directions it told us.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, perfect, actually.
Because we didn't have that ledger anywhere, so they had to tell it to us. If I add those two numbers up, then I have 27,093.20. Okay. Then it says less total cash paid during the month. That's the general ledger posting in the cash column. That's this piece right here. The credit posting to the cash account was $9,484.20. And then I do that subtraction. So 27,093.20 minus the 9,000.
Because I know you're not gonna know what it is.
So that's gonna give me 17,608.96. Which was exactly the check stub, or the balance on the next unused check stub. So what have I done? I confirm that everything is where it should be, right? Okay. Is everybody good so far? All right.
This is what makes
Step 3.
subdivision.
Guys are driving me nuts. All right. Now, what we're doing is we're posting these totals to our ledger. The accounts receivable credit should get posted to which ledger? Accounts receivable, yes. So this will go in as the 30th of the month. This is our cash receipts journal page number 9. So the post reference will be CR9. This is a credit, so it goes into the credit column. And the difference between the current debit and that credit will be my new updated balance. So that's going to be 69.3860. And check. The last thing I need to do is transfer my post reference. Remember, these guys go in parentheses underneath.
What's the, is it CS or SP? What is it?
Is everybody good with this first posting? Yeah, cash receipts.
I know, I always
Our next column is the sales credit. Where's that going to get posted to?
Sales.
The sales ledger. This end of the month is the 30th. We're still in the cash receipt journal page number 9. The credit to sales was $10,950.75. If I update that, since these are both credits, I should be adding these two values.
Wow.
That's a big number.
Yeah. 202,836.06. And then I finish by adding the account number for my sales. Oops. Check my answer. That all looks good. Everybody okay with that posting?
Yes.
Okay. My next column is the sales tax payable credit. What ledger do I post that to?
Sales tax payable.
Sales tax payable. The date is still the end of the month. We're still in the cash receipt journal, page 9. Because this is a sales tax payable credit, it goes into the credit column. And because this is a credit and this is a credit, we're going to be adding the two numbers. So 33, 52, 52. And then my last step is then to update this with the account that I'm posting to. So if I check my answer, that all looks good. Questions on that posting? Okay, our next post goes to the sales discount, or is the sales discount debit? Which ledger is that gonna go into?
Sales discount?
Sales discount. What column am I gonna be posting it?
Debit.
Debit. And we're still in cash receipt journal, page 9. It is a debit of $51.60. Again, because these are both debits, I will be adding the two totals. So 77266. 6. And then I add my post reference here. We posted that to account number 4120. Everybody happy with that posting?
Yeah.
One more to go. It is the cash debit column, so I need to post that to which ledger? Cash. And it's going in which column? Debit. Right? It's telling us everything in the titles, right? Because these are both debits, we should be adding them. Debit plus debit is going to be adding. So 17,608.96.
Right.
And then that gets posted to account 1110. That's that. Everybody okay with what we did here on the postings? Okay. And then the last one is the schedule here at the end, accounts receivable schedule. So what we do is we look at, I'm going to do this so that it comes up here and it's a little easier for me to look at the thing. So for Lenny Stanford, our total debit balance is 1696.
So you just plug those in.
Yep. For the Venice Cafe, we're at 2713.60. For Washington Schools, we're at 2529. And if I add those down, I get 693860. And I think that's everything, right? Do we do it all? I think so. And there we go. We did it all. What'd you guys think?
It seems like it's just everything fun.
Yeah, right? It's just like you're posting transactions to the customer accounts, you're totaling everything up, posting those totals to the ledgers, totaling everything up to make sure that everything adds up, that you have the same amount of cash as you're supposed to, that the cash on hand matches, you know, what you're supposed to do, and then totaling everything up, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't feel that hard to me, right? It's a lot of typing. I know, your poor little fingies.
Yes, right.
Joe?
All right. Questions about what we did today?
You go, cash crew, yeah. Oh.
This guy right here.
Yeah, I kind of joined midway through here.
Okay. So all we're doing is we're taking,
No, the proof,
this is,
like down.
oh,
Like the-
this one?
Yeah.
It's just telling us where to pull the numbers from, and then we're just like adding and subtracting as they tell us. So this first number is the balance of the general ledger cash account. If you read the directions, it tells us that balance was 11,000, yada, yada, yada. So that number went there.
Okay.
Then it says the cash debit column total from the cash receipts journal. Oops. That's that number, right? Cash debit column from the cash receipts journal. That's what we're looking at. So that number goes there. Then it says total. So I added the two numbers up. Then it says less the total cash paid during the month.
That's just the general ledger.
So general ledger posting and cash account, that tells us in the directions that was 9,000 whatever. That goes there. And then we subtract those two numbers. We get this, which matches the cash on hand at the end of the month. So that's how much we have on cash on hand, and that should match the check stub from our checkbook, which was given to us in the direction as the same number.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
So again, like the directions in there tell you like where to pull numbers from. Now it was tricky because some of the numbers were in the direction because they didn't give you the general ledger to look at because like, whoop, that's a lot of information to be sifting through. But what do you guys think? It's all right?
Not bad. It's just a lot. A lot of number crunching.
That's the plan. We'll probably do that with 2 lists we have next week because we'll try to cram the test into a short period. I looked at the test and just like it was like again one problem was only involved. Because I don't know what the class on even is going to be on Wednesday.
It never worked. Like when you tried to reopen 9.4. Yeah, 9.3 and 9.4 never worked.
No.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Also, could you reopen 10.1 apply your understanding?
I have that.
Let's.
I like that with all of them.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just didn't.
Or 10.
No.
10.1
Never reopened.
application process.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll get
actually 2 minutes.
I will get all of these.
What, Joe, what does that have to do?
All right, so Jack,
Yeah.
what's the first item on your list?
9.3 end of lesson review. So the work together and the on your own, and then 9.4 the same thing. I don't even have a terrible.
Joe.
I don't know why they just never
So
reopened.
9-3 work together.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be the bigger person. Yeah, you'll be the bigger person.
You know what? Don't talk.
Wait,
No.
such a big person.
No, do not talk. Do not talk.
Because it's
Get over that.
You're just actually a bad person.
It's fucked up that you look like that.
You don't know why you have many friends.
All right, Jack, I'll send this out to Monday here.
Alright.
I really hope you get some,
Is there anyone else in this that
so they're not so
needs this
fucked up.
reopened?
But,
What, your eyebrows?
yeah.
What are we poking?
Yeah, I feel like you're just a pretty unhappy.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just a pretty unhappy person.
Okay,
I'm a very.
and then you had
I wish you the best.
9-3
You're high cortisol.
on your own also. Jack, still talking to you. So I did the 9-3 work together.
Yeah.
What
And
else?
then the 9.3 on your own.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then the 9.4 of the same.
hold on, I can only do them one at a
Yeah, I
time,
know.
unfortunately, so I'm just like, gonna knock these one at a time. Okay, and I'll put this for Monday.
I
Yes.
go water the halls.
Prefer you sit down and do some work.
Or can
I go wander the
Are you
halls.
behind on stuff?
I got like 5
You're
minutes
so
stuff.
behind.
I need to go walk. I'm going crazy here.
Alright, be back in a minute.
I'll be back in like 5.
Alright, Jack, what's next?
And then 9.4 work together.
Yeah, it's time to look at you.
Not really, bro.
Anybody else in here need this open? Nope. Okay,
Oh my god, Adriana, just
Probably last year.
like genuinely just.
and then what else?
9-4 on your own.
I'm watching
That
TikTok.
one. Next
Why
one.
so in your head, Joe? I am. You're thinking about me. You have a crush or something. It's really weird. Stop talking. I'm sitting here on TikTok.
Cameron also.
I'm just in his head.
Can I fill my water real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've never there. I'm never there.
Tommy, do you know how to do the, is it, so the cash group ones?
I can't remember. Did you say the 9 MSC for me? Is that you said it was due Sunday?
I don't remember.
Cash out.
Okay.
I think if you go in to the
It says it's due today at like 1:30. Would you mind like and then extending that
Receipt.
which number now?
9 MSC?
What's that called? Yeah.
I haven't missed.
Do I have all those numbers?
I know what game you did not go to.
So it's this number plus this
Being
number.
that 153.
But that,
Next thing.
there's, Tommy, because.
Yeah, but it's not on.
Portrait.
Wait, no, you have that. Oh,
Yes.
two. I missed two. That's it.
So it's 10,285.12 plus 10,340.
So 9.
S.
I was just
So
Did you tell her? You didn't tell her. Wait, I
Rich Chandler.
Basically, I go take my test with Mr. at work right now.
Yes.
It was genuinely world record for you.
We're done. So.
Got it wrong. 10,200.
I forgot.
I'm taking a different test right now.
Yes.
Oh,
Luco, I'm opening 9S for you also.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I think
Alright,
that
thank you,
does
Mr.
it.
Cool.
Yeah. Ashton, you added something?
Yeah, 10-1. Application.
10-1 application. Cameron, I'm opening that for you too.
I'm
Oh, he's not here.
Okay, Ashton, that should do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else need things reopened?
Then I gotta do study halls too.
Okay.
so.